Hello, Big Daddy Fun here. Welcome to today's video. I hope you enjoy it. I I hope things are going well for you. I'm doing fine. So you can see in the background, I've got the building that I started working on over here in the central base area. And so I wanted to give you an update on what's going on with this. You see that I have done a little bit more work to it. I started putting the roof on. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a trip down there and I'm going to show you what's going on the inside. Alright, so we're on the inside here and you can see I've started putting the roof together. I'm going to put a glass roof on the top and I started dividing this up into sections, and if I go over here I can take you up in the top and show you. So we've got one big central area here and so I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do with that just yet. Over in this area what I did was I have a nano crop farm, and I'll show you real quick how this works. Just want to make sure I've got bone meal in all the dispensers. Yep. So all you do is for this, and I better either I'm gonna have some trouble with it. Okay. So all you do with this is just stand here and hold the right click button, the right mouse button, and every once in a while it does do that, but you just have to break the block and go back. And it's not wanting to cooperate with me today. So for the most part you can just stand here and keep on feeding potatoes in. This is the worst that it's acted up on me and I'm not sure why. But anyway, you can see I collected a few potatoes there. So I've been doing that to go over to the village that we have, and I trade potatoes with the villager to get emerald. And then just in this area we still have a crafting table, a chest, and a bed. And then over here is just a bed. And then over here I have a chest. And in there I have the essentials to at least get most of mob farm done, which I'm hoping to do in a future episode. And so anyway, this is where we're at with this area over here. So now I'm going to run over to the village that we have, and I want to trade some of these potatoes. I've been doing that because, as you can see, I've got a sword with Unbreaking 3, Sharpness 4, Sweeping Edge 3, Mending and Looting 2, a pickaxe with Efficiency 5, Mending, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 2, a shovel with Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, and Mending. I got a axe that's got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Mending. You might want to question why I have Fortune 3 on an axe, and it just came up on the crafting table. It gave me Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, and Fortune 3, and I thought, well, that's a pretty good axe. And then I've got a pickaxe with Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and Silk Touch. I just got to get Mending on that, and that's what I'm trying to work on right now. That's why I got some gold with me, and why I wanted to make a few more potatoes. But anyway, I will catch you over at the village. Alright, so I'm here at the village, and I did trade with a farmer. I have not this farmer, but maybe it is this one. Yeah, this one. I traded all the potatoes I had. Now I have 18 emerald. So I'm going to go over here, and in here is our mending guy. So I'm going to trade that emerald for a mending book. So now Mob Master told me that we have a villager that will trade gold for emerald. Ooh, some wonderful leather armor. I'll leave that there. So I'm just wanting to check around and see where this other villager is. Let's see what this guy is. He's the cleric. Oh, he's the one that'll trade gold for the emeralds. That gets me 10. Okay. He'll also trade rotten flesh for emerald. Alright, so we're going to trap him back in there. What's this guy in here? Oh, he's the one with the efficiency 5. Okay. Alright. So anyway, I've got the mending book, so I'm going to go back to spawn point and add that to my Silk Touch pickaxe. I'll meet you there. Okay, so I'm back in the base now, and I'm going to go in here to the anvil, and I'm going to put my Silk Touch pickaxe in, the mending book, and add mending to my Silk Touch pickaxe. So now I've got mending on all my tools. So now the next thing I have to work on, trying to get armor, diamond armor, and get all that enchanted and up to speed. So right now, Mobmaster and I probably have enough diamond that we could do full armor. And let me just see, because oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, so that'll take 8 and another 7, so that's 15, 4 more 19, and 5 more. Okay, so I would need 24. Alright, so we do have a number of books in here, enchanted books, and this chest is full of enchanted books. So they're, oh, wait a minute here. Well, I think I'm gonna see about how many levels I need to put looting. Looting 3 on my sword. 37. Alright, so I'm going to hang on to that book. You see, we have a bunch of different types of enchantments. Mostly protection 3. So I'd like to get the Frostwalker on my boots when I make them. Oh, there's protection 4. Fire protection 3, another protection 4. Just trying to look to see what different protections and things like that are on here. Oh, Depth Strider 3. That'd be a good one for my boots. Respiration 2. That one, Curse of Binding, that can probably just get pitched into the lava. And another one for the lava. It's a shame because it's got protection 4 on it. Yeah, let's just take a look what's in here real quick. Another protection 3. There's plenty of protection 3. Another respiration 3. Oh, feather falling 4. Another one for my boots. Another depth strider, non-breaking 3. I think I'm going to actually pull that one down. Aqua affinity. That'd be good so that I'd be able to mine underwater. Blast protection 4. There's 2 of them. So I think I'm going to grab that one. Okay, alright, so I have a couple different books that'll be good for some armor. I've also got another Silk Touch book that I want to use for a diamond shovel. Let me do this real quick. And you might say, why would you want Silk Touch on a diamond shovel? And that would be because you can mine dirt blocks. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that on right away. Okay. And let's see. Going to put that looting 3 in there. So now I just wanted to show you guys, I showed you before that we have that skeleton archer spawner, and I want to show you what we did. We've kind of made a makeshift farm here. We haven't done it the way I want to yet because as of yet we don't have any soul sand. And maybe in this episode I'll go and see about trying to get some soul sand, and then I can convert this into the skeleton archer spawner farm that I want to. I'm going to pull these arrows and bones out of here, and so you can see we've got a number of books in there. We have this set up that they'd spawn in there, and then they trickle over here to this opening, and then we can just kill them relatively easy. I go here mostly to try to get my my levels up. I'm going to pull shovel down here just to fill up. Okay, there we go. I usually try to wait till like there's 3 of them. So anyway, I want to try to get my levels up a little bit more. If I could get to 37, then I would put that looting on the sword that I have. I'd like to do that, and there's some other things I'd like to do, but anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the whole process of getting my levels up, so I will come back to you in just a little bit. So I'm back. I have had quite a bit of stuff going on since the last segment that I recorded, and I'll try to catch you up to speed on everything. So number one, I already put the looting 3 on my sword. I forgot to actually hit record when I was doing that, but here are some things that have happened. I did a lot of spending time here at the skeleton archer spawner, and just taking out the skeleton archers like this. I picked up quite a few bones and arrows, and I've taken most of those back to the main base. So in here, I've added a redstone lamp, a dark oak slab, and a lever. I'm going to end up bringing some redstone up here as well. So along with hanging out at that spawner, I did do some mining for a little bit, and I did come up with a little bit more diamond, and actually came up with a bunch of other resources. And I'm trying to remember one of these holes that I dug out actually leads to something interesting. And if I can show you that, I want to, but I got to see if I can find it. I'm not sure if I'm in the right row or not. Yeah, here it is. I actually stumbled upon a mine shaft. I haven't gone too far in there. I want to explore that with Mobmaster and see what we can find. But when I was here, I came up and I actually went around this corner to the right, and there were a whole bunch of mobs there. I ended up almost dying. I had to come back and kind of hide out for a little bit until I could heal back up. So I did notice this iron here, and I'm going to harvest that. Okay, so now let's head back. I wanted to show you guys one other thing. Okay, this is where we came in at, and I do want to mark this row so that I can remember which row it is that the mine shaft is in. So when Mobmaster and I go to explore that, we can find it pretty quick. Okay, so that'll mark that row. It's actually the one after the skeleton spawner, so it should be kind of easy to remember. And I'm not really sure why this one was marked. I remember. I'd found some resources down there, but we've already gathered those resources. So the other thing that I was doing while I was trying to get some things cleared up in between recording, I was out. You might have noticed I have my fishing rod with me, and I was out fishing. And so while I was fishing, I gathered a whole bunch of phantom membranes because the phantoms were coming out at night. And so one other thing that I was doing was I went in here to this cave. We'll go down here. You guys might remember this cave from the very first episode. And so I went back here, and there's one section back here that Mobmaster had closed off because there were some skeleton archers in here. And it was right here. And so if you had a chance to watch Mobmaster's video, you'll notice that when he came in right here, there was a couple zombies, and he had killed the zombies right in here. So I decided that I was going to do a little bit of exploring, go back through here. And I came out here, and there were a bunch of mobs in through here. And I actually did get to go back through here. And you're going to see this cave really does just keep going on and on. I haven't gathered all the resources back through here yet, because there's really a lot. And this goes back to a dead end there. But you can see there's iron here. There's lapis lazuli, some gold. Over there's some coal, some more iron. And I actually did go down through here. Some more iron back in here. And I will, either I or Mobmaster and I will both come back here, and we will gather all these resources, because I don't want to let all that iron sit. There's a lot of iron back here. But anyway, when I first came back, you can see I've gone back a little bit there. I haven't gotten up there, and I haven't really gotten over there yet. And I'm gonna move, because when I went up there, my computer started glitching a little bit, and it kept freezing. And next thing it came up and said that I died. I died to a creeper. And that upset me, so I came back and got all my stuff. Fortunately, I didn't lose anything, so that was okay. And I will tell you that that is my second death of this world. The first one came at the hands of some blazes. I was in the Nether, and I decided to be a little bold and daring and go check out the fortress, and I ended up dying. And I had a diamond sword and a diamond pickaxe, and my pretty good bow. And I went back. I ended up dying again because I didn't have my armor on and stuff. And I went back, and fortunately I was able to grab everything. Unfortunately, my sword and pickaxe were both gone. So I've had to start over again, and so now you can see I do have those items back again. The diamond shovel with the silk touch and efficiency 3. I have efficiency 3 on right now. I want to get more on, and I need to get on breaking 3 and mending on that yet. But everything else is in pretty good shape. My sword, I got looting 3 now, and you can see it has sharpness 4, and I have sharpness 4. And this is why I didn't quite come back in right away, because when I take my sword and put it in here, it says too expensive. So I can't upgrade it right now as it is. So we're going to go in here, And this is why I've got 40 levels, because I know to do this, the enchantment cost is 39 to rename this sword. So what I am going to do is I am going to rename this sword Sting. And so now when I put it up here, you can see, oh, it still says too expensive. Okay, alright, well, I cannot get that up to sharpness 5. And that's what I wanted to do. Now that really stinks. Okay. Alright, so I guess the sword is as good as it's going to be. So I'm going to put this book back in. So now that I have all these levels, and that's why I was AFK fishing and doing all that battling with the skeletons at the spawner, because I wanted to upgrade that, but, well, if I can, I can't. So what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to take this book that has Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 3, and I'm going to put that on my shovel. And of course now I don't have the levels because I used all my levels to rename my sword. That's okay. I'm happy that I got the sword renamed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the skeleton spawner or back to the AFK fish farm and get my levels back up to 10, and then I will do that upgrade. So I will check back in with you when I'm ready to do that. Alright, so I'm back. I have gotten myself up to 44 levels, and I have a little bit of enchanting to do. So I am going to put this Unbreaking 3 onto my helmet. I'm going to also put Unbreaking 3 onto my leggings. I am going to put Efficiency 4 on my Silk Pickaxe, or my Silk Touch shovel, which already has Efficiency 4, so I get Efficiency 5. Put that down there. Then I'm also going to put Unbreaking 3 onto my breastplate. Then I am also going to put Quick Charge on my crossbow. And so now I've got Unbreaking 3 on all my tools, as well as Efficiency 5 on everything as far as pickaxes, shovels, or axe. I only have Sharpness 4 on my sword, but I can't upgrade that anymore, as you saw earlier in the video. And all my armor now has Unbreaking 3, and everything has Mending. I've also got Depth Strider 3 and Feather Falling 4 on my boots, as well as Fire Protection 3. And then I've got Blast Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3 on my leggings. And I got Blast Protection 4 and Unbreaking on my breastplate. And Protection 4, Respiration 3, Unbreaking 3 on my helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and put all that back on. I do have Aqua Infinity that I want to put on, but I wasn't going to worry about getting all the levels right now. So I'm going to put the Aqua Affinity in here. While I was fishing, I did come up with 2 books that have Mending on. So I'm going to probably put at least one on this crossbow, and I'm pretty certain that we have another book of multi-shot on, so I'm going to put multi-shot on this crossbow. I want to get this up to Unbreaking 3 and then put the Mending on. And then I'm also going to probably put Mending on my shield and Unbreaking 3 as well. So that way I don't have to worry about making shields anymore. What I'm going to probably do also is take this banner, and this is the shield that I'm going to put mending on. And if I'm trying to remember, I've done this before, and I can't remember exactly how to do it. I think you do it this way. Yeah. And now I've got a design on my shield, and I'm gonna change modes here so you can see it. So you can see I now have a decorative shield, and I think it looks pretty cool. So I do want to get mending put on that. We're gonna pull that down. So right now I don't have anything on it. So I want to put mending and unbreaking 3 on that, and then I'll have everything upgraded the way I want it. I still want to just double check some of my tools and armor at some point and make sure that I have everything on that I want. The only thing that I can think of right now is I'd maybe like to put thorns on my armor to help me out. Excuse me. But I think all my tools are pretty much where I want them at this point. So anyway, I am going to end the video here. I do appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. So the next time when we come back, we're going to be doing some work on the skeleton archer spawner area and turn that into a farm. And I'll show you how I do everything on that, and I hope that you enjoy that one as well. So anyway, I want to again thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time. I'm Big Daddy Fun.